All right, Larry Bird fans. It is Larry Bird Day here at The Naked Truth, and I appreciate you dropping by. And we're going to get right to it. All right, this is going to be Charles Barkley talking with Shannon Sharpe about the infamous fight, Larry Bird against Dr. J, the great Julius Erving. So this is going to be told from Charles Barkley's point of view, but there are a few other points of views that are floating out there in YouTube and that I'm aware of, so I'm going to put my 2 or 3 cents in as well. So let's sit back, relax, get the like and subscribe done now. Let's jump right into it. Charles Barkley talking about the fight between Dr. J, Larry Bird. Here we go.
You was on the court when Doc and Larry got into it. What caused that?
Man, first of all, I hate the NBA for that reason. They owe me $5,000. I'm still pissed to this day. Because the one thing I would never do is hold a guy for another guy to hit him. And I've been mad. I'm still mad to this day. Y'all owe me $5,000, Adam Silver. So, Larry Bird was a great trash talker.
Okay.
And he's like, Charles, y'all better get this old man off me. I'm telling you, and he's just roasting Doc.
Yeah.
He's like, and this was Doc last year, I think. He was right. It was either last year or the year before. And he's killing Doc. And he's like, Chuck.
First pause. He's killing Doc to the tune of, by the time the fight occurred during the third quarter, I believe Larry was up 42-6 on Dr. J. So you can imagine how frustrated Julius was with Larry chirping in his ear and Larry hitting everything on him. Crazy.
I'm telling you for the last time, you better get over here because I'm going to kill this old man. And it goes on up and down. And Larry just killing him. And Doc had just had enough. And I just had them, they come together, and I just kind of grabbed Larry. I'm not even looking at Doc. When I went back and looked at the tape, Doc was nailing his ass. I was just trying to pull guys apart.
Yeah, but you know you can't ever fight. You can't grab one unless somebody grab you. Hey, you grab him.
I grabbed Larry because I didn't want him hitting Doc.
But ain't nobody grab Doc.
I know. But you just said something. If I grab Doc and Larry started pummeling, I can't go back to Philly.
Right.
I can't go back to Philly. So I grabbed Larry to stop him from hitting Doc, and Doc wailing away.
Robert Parrish, I believe I don't know if I saw it or if I read it somewhere, but Robert Parrish, again, the trash talking that Larry was doing during the game. Robert remembers Larry telling Julius, I'm the new on the block. You ain't anymore. And again, just over and over, just hitting him with these little one-liners, these zingers, as only Larry Bird could do it, right, in his French hick voice. And again, just Doc snapped.
But Doc, it started because Doc was like, Larry's like, yo, man, y'all better get, and he's screaming it too. Everybody can hear it. Y'all better get this old man off me. I'm going to kill him out here. Larry's I tell you, Larry Bird was one of the best trash talkers ever. So one of my teammates, Leon Wood, was I
think Charles is going to go into another story about the three-point contest, but just a few more things to wrap up the fight. The referee, Dick Bavetta, who might have been a rookie ref or, very young and early in his career, there was only 2 referees back then in the 80s, boys and girls. You old hats out there like myself, you know this. But for those who don't, there are only 2 referees on the court. And during the game, Dennis Johnson was diving out of bounds for a loose ball, and he rolled up on the other referee and broke his leg. So Dick Bavetta now is working this all by himself, and he has to manage all of this. And this is where he's hearing Larry chirp, 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 chirp back at him. So poor Dick Bavetta, trial by fire, and this is probably the only time, and he had the stones to eject Larry Bird and Julius Erving, 2 Hall of Famers, ejected. How rare is that? Go, Charles.
Great. He's an NBA official now.
Yeah, see.
So we're in the room getting ready for the 3-point contest at an All-Star game.
Right, new story.
Larry walks in and says, which one of y'all gonna come in second place?
Crickets.
Y'all heard me.
Hear a mouse pee on top.
Which one of y'all gonna come in second place? I was like, damn. That was like my first real talk to him. Ooh, that sounded pretty aggressive. He won though. He won. I mean, he was one of the best at trash talking, man. When he came in there and said that, you could have heard a pin drop. Everybody's all.
And remember, Larry, this is 84. This is where Charles is talking about. Well, 84 is when the fight happened, of course, and this is the first of Larry's 3 consecutive MVPs. So he is at the height of his powers and trash talking ability, right? This is slightly before he starts breaking down later on in the 80s, as we all know.
Excited and everything.
Everybody was geek.
Yeah, with geek. Larry walked in and said, which one of y'all gonna come in same place? Second place, you could have heard a pin drop.
You probably played, when you look at the era in which you played, Magic, Bird, Kareem,
Yeah.
Michael, Olajuwon, Patrick, Robinson.
Yeah.
What was that era like? Because that was that era
Golden
made
age.
it possible for this era.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this era gives that era enough credit, and maybe that era doesn't give this era enough credit.
Ooh, that's a great question for you out there, boys and girls. Why don't you pop that below in the comments? Does either era give the other enough credit, any credit, no credit, disrespect? What do you think?
Well, that's
See
a
what
great
Charles thinks.
question. We should always give credit to the guys who came before us.
Absolutely.
Always. Because if it wasn't for
Stand on their shoulders.
those guys, nobody would be. Y'all making this money because y'all were born at the right time. You're not better than Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird,
No.
Kareem, Wilt, Bill
And that
Russell.
doesn't mean
You're not
today's
better than
players
those
aren't
guys.
good.
Let me
Great.
ask you this, but let me push back. Those guys, but I'm saying average.
Yeah.
If you look at the teams now, guys are more skilled. You have more guys that can shoot the equivalent of Reggie and Larry
Yes.
on a team.
Just be appreciative of that generation.
Okay.
I got none but love for these young guys because number one, they're great.
Yes.
But they should always have great appreciation for the older guys because those guys did all the heavy lifting. It's kind of like being black,
Now the Stephs,
in my opinion.
LeBrons, the KDs, they are the older
I have
guys now.
so much love for older black
Still going,
people
though.
Absolutely.
because I don't know what it's like for people to spray me with a water hose,
Sick the dog.
sick the dog, or tell me
Great comparison.
we're taping this in the Four Seasons. We couldn't have been here.
No.
Nope.
They said, take your black up to the Motel 6 and do this interview.
Right.
Like,
I mean, again, Celtics fans, think about what Bill Russell had to deal with, right? The greatest winner in the history of the NBA, 11 rings all over those fingers. And what he had to put up, even here in Boston, back in that day. So, yes, Charles, Bill Russell, all those guys in the past, you got to pay them their respect. They paved the way, and then you continue it. That's your job.
if
Take
you
it to the next
can't,
level, youngster.
every time I meet an older black person, I'll give you an example. One of my mentors was Joe Morgan.
Okay.
He called his dad one day. He said, Dad, we're going to meet Jackie Robinson tomorrow. He said, what do I say? He says, just tell him thank you.
Simple.
And I think every time I meet an older black person, I want to
2
say
words
thank you.
go so
because
far.
y'all did all the heavy lifting. Y'all did all the heavy lifting.
What they had to endure.
Oh, I can't, and I can't even imagine. Like I can go to any restaurant I want to.
Anyone.
I can stay at any hotel I want to. I don't even know what it's like.
Quick pause. Peep the shoes, boys and girls. Look at Shannon's shoes, man. I like those New Balance. Love that color, orange. I do love me some orange. Charles looking relaxed.
Like when people
Look at those
say, when you
shoes.
can't stay here, or good to the back of the bus.
Back to the bus. Or the movie theaters. I'm old enough to remember the movie theaters, the black sat up top.
Yeah.
You couldn't sit down low.
Yeah.
Now, I'm old enough, I do remember that.
And so the analogy of every basketball player today, just say, yo man, I want to thank you. Not even me.
Right.
Because I made a good living. But every time I meet an older guy, I'm like, yo, man, thank you for what you did for me. But every time I meet Magic and Bird, I tell them guys, man, thank y'all. Because in sports, there are a lot of great players. But there's only a few guys who move the needle.
Oh,
Correct.
Like,
oh, that's so well put. Charles, I think, Charles gets a bad rap a little bit too. Charles is a very, very intelligent man, especially when it comes to basketball, of course, right? I mean, he is very wise talking here. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. And the way he put that
In
was
golf.
spectacular.
There are a lot of
Only
great
few
players
that move
today.
that needle.
But Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Gary Player, Phil Mickelson, and Tiger Woods. Those guys took the sport to a whole nother
Jordan
level.
really took it
like there are a lot of
international,
great
right?
players, but very few players are like, oh, I got to watch that guy on television.
Right.
We need to do the TV deal because of that guy. And all you want from any generation is, number one, leave it better.
Correct.
Like, I'm disappointed in these guys today with this low management. I said, yo, man,
You get
first
paid
of all,
millions. You got to
we're
play.
not teachers. We're not nurses. We're not in the service.
Playing a game.
People who work like hard every day.
Yeah, for sure.
We play a stupid basketball game for 3 or 4 days a week. You're not going to play more than 3 or 4 days a week. You're going to make 30, 40 million,
Only 48 minutes
60
in the game.
million. I'm pretty sure the nurse don't want to go to work sometime.
She can't low manage.
Yeah, she can't. I'm pretty sure teachers can't low manage. I says, man, just play basketball.
Exactly.
You got the best shoes. Can you imagine Bill Russell playing in those canvas
Play ball,
shoes?
bust your
Chuck
backside,
Taylors.
cash
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean,
No support.
no support. And they played every game for $3,000 a year. And you can't just like, of course you're sore. I'm pretty sure doctors and nurses are sore. But man, just to be appreciative of how lucky and blessed we are to do something stupid and make $1 gazillion.
Yeah, buddy.
How
Preach.
different
Preach, Charles.
would your career have been if you weren't drafted and played in the era of Michael Jordan? Do you win a title?
That's a great question.
Another great question. They're doing it all the work for me, boys and girls. Why don't you answer that one down below? Do you think Barkley, if he was in a slightly different generations before or after, think he would have got a chip or two?
Don't know, but I'm glad I played in his era because number one, you want to play in a great player, the greatest, or it's a debate between him and LeBron. Some people still think Kareem. You want to play in that because number one, what Michael did, going back to what we talking about, how to respect for the older generation. If it wasn't for Michael, I wouldn't make millions of dollars from Nike a year.
Right.
That's right.
LeBron, Kobe wouldn't make millions of dollars from Nike a year. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan, we all wouldn't have commercials. People act like athletes always did commercials.
Very few.
Number one, none of us had a shoe
Very
deal
few.
until Michael. None of us shot commercials
Larry and
until
Magic
Michael.
had their famous
So,
Converse one, right?
whether you want to debate who's the greatest, that guy is the reason we make. That's the reason think about this. And when I was it was really fun in that movie Air, because I'm technically in the movie because me and Mike are in the same generation. His mom and dad having the forethought to say he gonna get a piece of the shoe,
Right.
and then Matt Damon, who plays Sonny, says, "Well, we don't do it like that."
Yeah, we are now.
Miss Jordan said, "Yeah, we do it like that." And
Smart.
because of that, I made millions of dollars from Nike.
That's right.
Just from and also from my
Rising
signature
tide
shoe.
raises all
Want to
boats,
join
as they
Club Shay
say,
Shay?
right?
Become an official member.
All right, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that. A couple different stories from Charles, but the main story I wanted was the first one, of course, the infamous fight between Dr. J and Larry Bird. And another side piece to that, most people out there, there's a notion out there that this was a preseason game. It was not. It was played November 9th, 84, I believe was the exact date, and so that was during the season. It was not a preseason game. So, we're wrapping it up right there, boys and girls, until the next Larry Bird drop. Naked Truth is out.